Honestly, to be free of the mind is true freedom. You need to learn how to practice scarcity. You have to practice not sharing too many details about your life. You have to practice keeping your precious ideas, your visions to yourself. Okay? I don't think a lot of us realize how real evil eye is. It's so important for you to have your goals, have your ideas and your visions set, and then you begin to broadcast that to people. And you have no idea if those people even want you to succeed, if they envy you. They can be your friend, anybody in your life. You have no idea what is being discussed about you behind closed doors, especially when you're not around. As you get older, life will humble you. Life will keep testing you. So the way you have to start navigating is just not sharing anything with anybody. They could come off as so genuine and caring, concerned, and oh my God, like, how you doing? Oh, don't worry, Deep down, they're like, I hope she doesn't make it. I hope he doesn't get that far. It's pretty sad, you know? But in life, if you want to level up, it's a lonely journey. You're going to be alone most of the time. You may feel lonely, but being alone is better than being around people that you are uncertain about, that you have to question. I'd rather be in a room around 10 guaranteed enemies than to be around one person that I'm unsure of. Honestly, it's so dangerous to be around people who don't like you. It's dangerous to be around people who envy you. It's dangerous to be around people who want to just tear you down because they are unhappy with themselves. I hope you understand that. Life is such an interesting journey. Some people experience this early in their life, and then some people experience this type of issues later in life. So the point that I'm trying to make here is you gotta learn how to build in silence. If you're gonna date, you date in silence. If you know this person is good for you, things are healthy, things are going well, it'll be nice to share that happiness with loved ones. But sometimes you just have to practice protecting your heart, protecting yourself. Because let me tell you something, people do not change, and people do not like change. When you level up, like I said, you're gonna be alone. Because once you start to change, for some reason, I don't think us as human beings even realize that subconsciously, it's like you feel threatened by it. You feel threatened by the change. And that's normal. Sometimes we don't even realize that. But once you see change and it's not what you're used to, you become threatened by it. And some people, not all, but once we become threatened by something, we then want to sabotage the progress. We want to sabotage the person. We want to hurt the person that's leveling up. And it's such a shame because most of the time, most people, including myself, I would say, the most people that have hurt me the most were always people that were close to me. But complete strangers helped me because they saw my potential. And then the people closest to me saw it as competition. I sensed it and I feel it. We don't even realize we are surrounded by bad people. You can't spot bad people. You can feel it. And I'm not saying that everyone is bad, but sometimes they're just not for you. So they're not a bad friend. They're just not for you. You just gotta move on. And honestly, the relationship will just, die out. You know what I mean? Not in a bad way. It's just, okay, well, it was fun while it lasted, but this relationship is no longer gonna serve me anymore. And it's okay to move on. It's okay to have every, hello, hey, every now and then. But some relationships are not meant to last forever. You understand? So it's just really important. You gotta, if you're gonna build a house, be secret. Keep it a secret. I'm gonna use that term. Keep it a secret to yourself, to you and your partner, you and your family. You don't have to announce everything that you're doing because evil eye is real. Okay? If you're gonna date, you date in private. You keep it a secret. Okay? Because think about this. I know this may sound a bit drastic, but I used to play chess when I was little. I was in it in my summer program. And I realized when you play chess, you're not announcing your next move. You are literally only announcing once you made it. So basically, after you play chess, you're silent. No, I'm actually gonna rewind that. So when you're playing chess, you're silent. And then the only time you speak is when you have to say checkmate. You got the king. That's it. The queen is out and you got the king. Checkmate. Okay? You show people your results, not your progress. You don't share your progress with anybody. You don't share what you want to do with your life with nobody. Now, if you have a mentor, you have people who are better than you, who are already living the life that you want to live, by all means, you should definitely utilize them and look up to them and take their advice. But when it comes to your immediate circle, always be wary. I've noticed a lot of successful people, even abroad, people that I met abroad, when I ask them questions about their life, they're like, oh, it could be better. And that's it. The conversation ends when it comes to their business, when it comes to their passions, when it comes to their goals. It's none of my business. They don't need to share their goals with me because who knows? It could possibly ruin the opportunity for their goal to reach their highest self, all because they shared it with outside noise. You know, this world is a real scary place, but it's meant to be that way. It's meant to be scary. It's meant to be challenging. It's meant to be hard because life isn't fair. And we have to keep growing as people. The longer you can't understand the tests that life is trying to give you to better you, the more you're going to suffer. Honestly. Be private, be quiet, and keep your most precious gems to yourself. Think about it in this sense. If you win the lottery right now, you pick up that phone and call your loved ones and say, oh my God, I won $60 million. Do you honestly think they will be happy for you? Of course they'll be happy. Why? Because they're going to think they're going to benefit from that. And number two, they each want a piece of that pie. I always tell people this. I wish I was fortunate enough to win the lottery. But unfortunately, it doesn't happen for everybody. You get that lottery ticket and you hit the jackpot, be quiet. See if you do some research and see if you can just remain anonymous or not disclose your identity, because it is a scary world out there. It's a cold world out there, and people do not change, and they do not like change. I really hope that was helpful. Just think about it. You don't got to act on it, but think about what I'm saying. It's really important to be mindful of who you are and who you surround yourself with, because you are who you surround yourself with.